preserving my reputation.
Hello, heroes, and welcome to the one-shot, not charity stream. There's no charity in this, unless you consider funding our art charity. Welcome to the one-shot summer fundraising drive stream. We make all sorts of art over here on the One-Shot Network, and it is all funded by money, because that is an unfortunate thing about the world that we live in. In order to devote our time to what we do, we need to be able to pay the artists who are involved in doing that, and also afford all of the tools that we need to do that. You know how it is to live. So in order to drive interest, to raise awareness of our Patreon, patreon.com/oneshotpodcast, we're putting on a couple streams full of weird, divergent things from what we normally do over here on the One Shot Network. And today, we have decided to take on a scientific endeavor. I have gathered a panel of experts because we posed a question that we need an answer to, which is, which characters in various fighting games are horniest? Now, this isn't the character that evokes the horniest feelings in the audience. This is the character who personally, in their own life, is horny. And there are various metrics that we'll get at in order to unpack that. And we're going to talk through our methodology a little bit before we get started. But before we do any of that, I want to introduce my panel of experts. First off, graciously joining us as an expert in horniness itself, we have Megan Bob, host of the Hard Choices podcast. Megan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me come and be here for this and just be like a resident expert in bonerology.
Yes. Okay. I should have said bonerology. That's absolutely correct. I
very different from bonerotomy.
Yes. Or bonerography.
So these are all subtle differences that people in the discipline know about.
Bob, for those who do not yet know your work, who are you and where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Megan Bob, the host of Hard Choices, the podcast where we rank the fuckability of fictional characters from a given universe to find the zenith, median, and nadir of fuckability. Because it's important to know the science, the fucking science. And it's not about what they look like, it's about what they fuck like. So that's the podcast. Everybody here has been a guest upon it. James is going to be a guest on our drunk one called Bad Choices about Shrek, which
Everyone
James,
is
are your
100%
ears
fuckable.
pierced?
Pardon?
Are your ears pierced? This is a weird time to ask it.
They are not pierced, no.
Okay, well, all right.
They're about to be.
Well,
That's part of
I was going to mail you
show.
something, but never mind.
Sure.
And then the episode about comic book weirdos is dropping later today with Jef and Jon, which is, there are some things that they both say that you're going to really want to hear, that they're very important.
We're known for opinions.
Yeah.
And
We have takes.
some things about fucky characters that I was like, oh, I've done more than 40 episodes of this show, and that's the first time somebody's come out with that. Beautiful.
So folks are in the know. Comics weirdos are obscure characters from comics that might not immediately leap to mind when you imagine your Supermans and Batmans and Spiders-Man.
Absolutely. Oh, and you can find me at anywhere you get your podcasts, Hard Choices. And then I have a Patreon where I'm going to be dropping on the public side of the Patreon, which they don't like because I do make content for adults. An episode that I recorded with James where we looked at horrifying sex toys on the internet.
I saw some things that I cannot unsee, and
you
if
still think
listen
about
to me on Hard Choices, I got some fortitude. But I left those changed for sure.
Yeah.
But let's meet the rest of our panel of experts. First up, we have, oh my God, how did you switch sides on the display?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, our names
Oh,
are.
hey, look at that.
Bastards.
What
Oh, that's
the
just
fuck?
leaning into the no one can tell us apart.
Quick, wait for him to start switching the feeds. So let's just change seats.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it. Not again. I worked,
Okay,
I
now's the
worked
time. Let's
so
go.
hard to line this up. No. No, you stay there. We've got Jeff Aldrich. Jeff.
Hi. Hi,
You're-
Jeff.
You're now in the correct place. You're being identified as the correct person. I just framed it so that your ears would be visible, and they're not a part of your body. There's no reason for me to do that.
What ears? I'm wearing headphones.
Jeff, who are you? Why would
Why
where
are
can people
you?
find your work, and what makes you an expert on this subject?
Well, I'm one of the two hosts of the I'm one of the two hosts of the System Mastery podcast and the System Mastery family of podcasts.
Ooh.
Yeah, we review old role-playing games and new role-playing games and moderately aged role-playing games. And then we also make fun of them and movies and Star Wars books and TV shows. I think that's it. Oh, sex. We do sex now, too.
Yeah.
Hey, System Mastery. We do sex now.
We do
We
sex
review
now.
and make fun of sex now.
We've added sex. As for why I'm an expert here, I don't know if I am. I'm a big Smash guy, but I was very strongly a proponent of doing real fighting games. You know, like the games that use fighting sticks.
What?
It's fine. I'll be fine. Everything's
Yeah, so
fine.
I guess
I'm an
you
expert.
just like innovative game changers within the genre. That's sort of where your interest dries up. You only want the old crusty things that haven't been relevant since Dreamcast, is it?
Innovative game changers, huh? Are we
fuck's
covering
a
the first one or are we
fighting
covering the fourth one?
We're covering the ultimate one.
Yeah.
Clearly the one that has the most cultural relevancy. You know what? I don't
that
even know
Voldo,
why I'm
not
arguing
relevant.
with you. You just told me that you have no expertise.
You're right. I'm not an expert and I shouldn't be here.
I would like to move things over to John Taylor.
Good choice.
John, could
Hey.
you please introduce yourself, your work, and state your expertise?
I am John. I am the other host of the System Mastery family. When you're here, you're family.
And you do sex now.
Yeah. Just like Olive Garden. Olive Garden. When you're here, we do sex now. We also have a bunch of books. If you want to find the Dungeon Meister series of books, we have a ton of stuff that's all, lifestyle things.
Oh, the books, yes.
What just happened to your audio?
What?
So,
Do we lose John?
something.
Jeff got all weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I made this weird.
Yeah, you
Yeah, your
sound
audio's
terrible. It's
haunted.
echoing somehow.
Yeah, you're doing some weird
your
shit.
side, Jeff.
It just immediately changed. I don't know what you just did.
Nothing?
No, well, I can assure you it's not that. I don't know if it's you doing it or your computer doing it, but your mic sounds terrible, overly blown out. And
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
yeah, I don't know what's...
Yeah, it's still that way.
Okay. I will do what I can to fix it.
Oh, that has
It's
been fixed
gotten-
somehow.
Yeah. Don't breathe too much, I guess.
Don't yell. Don't be excited. Be very calm about how horny everyone is. Oh, there it goes. It keeps going up.
Yeah, that's weird.
What the fuck?
Is it auto-adjusting your levels, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
I'm not even talking.
That might be... It might be Zoom trying to auto-adjust your input levels.
No.
In which case, wow, hey, welcome to on-air troubleshooting. This is so weird because you all have streamed with us before, and this has literally never been a problem before. You're gonna have to go into your Zoom settings, Jeff, and disable Zoom's ability to automatically adjust your microphone input. And
Yeah.
for those out you who are like aspiring streamers and want to do the setup where you've got multiple people on one stream, this is a thing that you'll have to know how to do. While Jeff is in hell and adjusting that because the world is cruel and there's no reason that he should be forced to tangle with Zoom, let's talk a little bit about our methodology for this. And to do that, I am going to very quickly bring up our bracket here.
Love a bracket.
Yeah, so there is our what do you call it? Tier list, as it were. I'm realizing now that there's no way for you to appreciate this. So what I'm gonna have to do is set this to the virtual camera. So instead of my face, you see this.
No, I mean, but I can see
watch
it.
the Twitch screen.
Yeah, I can
We all
watch
have the
it.
Twitch open.
Okay, great. Then we'll just do it that way. So the first thing that we really need to do with this is assign our various tiers. Now, I've already gotten us started because there are some obvious things that we have to establish here. Some of these characters are children and therefore are not being considered on our list.
Correct.
There are also very likely some asexual characters on this list. We will discover them as we go, and we need a category just for them. Then we get to our highest and lowest categories. How do we want to identify the zenith of horniness? The especially because this isn't the human. This goes beyond humanity. The like superhuman limits that we're applying for horniness, or are we going to continue with the alphabetical tiers and just leave the top rank at S?
Goku, if he knew what sex was.
Goku, if he knew what sex was.
I mean, he's canonically had it like 3 times at least.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but he
just thinks
doesn't know
that's a
what
He does
kissing
not know
is.
what it is.
He doesn't know
Thought
what
it was
kissing
training.
is.
Yeah.
That's canonical. So
Hey, it's
yeah.
Alex.
I like the S. I'm as the top of the thing. I don't know. It just pleases me that it's why an S. I don't know. Somebody could tell me.
Okay.
Don't tell me.
So
Super.
S tier is
What?
the top of our list here. Is it really
John, did
super?
you just try and teach me something?
Yeah. Hey, look, I don't actually know, but it sounded good, didn't it?
it did. I went along with that for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Then we can leave everything else within ranks. So we've got S rank is the highest possible, going all the way down to E. We know that our criteria here is how horny is this character in their everyday life. We're basing this on their personality, their extended personality, and of course any feats that we can cite that these characters have that would suggest
Which we will,
them
of course,
to
be checking wiki feats for.
horny or not horny. Yeah. And
I've cited all their
wiki
feats.
is going to be critical for this one. So with that being said, I am going to start eliminating some of the unqualified characters here. I think a good way to go about this is to ask people to nominate characters that they would like to talk about first, because I can see here, I'm actually just going to put Bayonetta at the end because I think she's going to be the most contentious and interesting to discuss. So
How old is Diddy Kong? Is
this
Diddy
is a good
child?
question.
Diddy is definitely a child.
Yeah,
Okay,
I kind
seems
of
like a
consider
child.
I think if they're leaning child, we just assume child. It's the
Yeah.
safest thing for us because we are doing this on stream.
So here's the question I have: Is we already know Young Link is young? Is
Yes.
Toon Link Toon Young Link or Toon Link?
He
Toon
reads
Link
young
seems
to me.
young
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with
because he
Toon Link
lives with
being
his
young.
grandma in Wind Thing.
Ah, my favorite of the games, Wind Thing.
Wind thing. The Legend of Zelda wind thing.
It's going to become painfully apparent. Don't play video games. I do watch other people play video games sometimes.
This is
so
important,
I'm just
though.
going
You
to out
lack-
myself now.
You lack, a corrupting bias that might be present in the rest of the panel. So it's
Or an
really, really
informed
important.
opinion, some might say. But
Okay,
yeah,
that's
sure,
another
yeah.
way to phrase that. Sure.
I did do research. I have a whole doc.
Ice climbers. We're considering them children, correct?
Are they?
Only one of them, actually.
No way! I saw somebody on the internet say, "Are they lovers?" And I was like,
Okay.
Oh, they're a married
as a
couple.
no nothing, just went, "I don't fucking know, maybe."
I literally don't know enough about the ice climbers, so I'm willing,
Who
willing to go along
does?
with that. Squid Kid is definitely a child. It's
Yeah,
in the
it's right in the name.
Now we get to a complicated area, which is lower evolutions of Pokemon.
I feel like we should. I appreciated the distinction that lower evolutions mean they're children, therefore
So
they're
that,
not allowed.
that includes our middle evolutions, meaning Ivysaur and Pikachu are not up for discussion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like Charizard, adult, obviously, but like Squirtle, not adult.
Yeah, there's no way Squirtle.
Squirtle's too cool.
Squirtle's too cool for sex.
Tool to aid.
Yeah.
Hey kids, do you want to be cool like Squirtle?
The soulless
Don't go
eyes
home and
of-
Squirtle yourself.
Oh my fucking god.
Great. The soulless eyes of the villager from Animal Crossing. I'm assuming as someone who
Isabel?
lives alone, like they're an adult. We would consider
They're an
them.
adult.
Oh,
They're a homeowner.
Oh, not Isabel, the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, horrifying. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
Isabel is the mayor's assistant, so
Yeah.
That's
I can
right.
drive.
Sorry, it's been a long time since the pandemic was the last time, like the height of the pandemic was the last time I touched Animal Crossing, and then it became too stressful.
I mean, fair enough.
I know.
Yeah, they can drive cars and have jobs.
Okay. Then I believe we're prepared. And first one's up is a heavy hitter. We need to assign a tier for Bowser.
Oh,
So high. I mean, if not
high.
S,
So-
then high A.
fuckable. So fuckable. I know that's not
Yeah.
what we're talking about, how horny
No.
he is.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing. This isn't how fuckable they are, or even how good they fuck. It's how horny they are.
Yeah.
And I think Bowser is so horny.
Well, the problem I think with Bowser is that the common internet guess is that he's pretty well satiated. Like the whole kidnapping
but-
Peach thing is his routine.
Sure.
See,
but,
that's-
like I don't know
that's
that
a
that implies
headcanon.
that he's satiated. You know, that's
Yeah, it keeps doing it.
he does
I mean, I know it's the-
continually do it.
True.
It's their
Fair,
thing.
Fair.
But
Yeah, I think it's even if you're going on the whole headcanon thing of like, yeah, this is part of Mario, Peach, and Bowser's whole role play thing, and this is how they get off. Even if you are going on that, obviously it is a very horny thing to be like, I'm going to keep doing this and I'm into
Yeah.
it. But also, if you don't do that, if you just go based on what we see in the games, this guy is horny enough for this human that he is willing to build an entire empire with invisible blocks in order to get her.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, man.
even setting aside his projects with Princess Peach and everything, dude's got 8 kids.
true.
you know what? That's true, and that's unrelated to the Peach kidnapping.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
know how that happens.
Because Peach, not their mom. So he's just getting some side trim somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Do you
Yeah.
think that they call Peach Mom?
Oh, only if they want to really bother her.
Oh,
Oh,
I think-
really?
I think Bowser Jr. told the others to do that,
Yeah.
and it annoys her so much, and he thinks it's hilarious.
I think it depends on the
wow.
Koopaling. Like Bowser Jr. definitely does, but I feel like Iggy's only doing it because he's crazy, and Joe is only doing it, or Mort is only doing it because he's mean.
Oh, and Ludwig doesn't do it because he's like,
Yeah.
you're not my mother.
Well, he calls him mother.
Mama!
He's a
Mama.
stickler for the truth.
Yeah.
All right. Based on that, I think it's fair to put Bowser in S tier, currently sitting at
Yes.
the top of S tier, though that could change. This is
Well,
a
that happened
person,
fast.
whether this is fetish play, as I theorize, or it is like actually happening, he's a man willing to commit war crimes in order to satisfy his lust. That's horny. That's
Yeah.
pretty horny.
Pretty horny.
This brings us to Captain Falcon.
Check the notes.
C, D, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot dudes and babes in the old F-Zero series, but
Sure.
he doesn't notice.
I think Captain Falcon's moveset is remarkably horny. His up B when he latches on to someone, he's grinding on them. He brings it into the game.
See,
That's fair.
But I feel like it's the type of thing where someone would point that out and you go, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. That's just the most efficient way to defeat a foe. That and the Falcon Paunch.
Falcon, fuck.
That's so sad though, because like bounty hunter, that's such a horny profession. This makes me think less of him.
You should.
Sure. Well, I
Wow.
mean, you can't possibly think less of him than Nintendo has, as he has not had a new game in a very long time.
I mean, I think C is probably a good place. I don't think he's not horny. Like, he's not going into the, like, E or even D tier, but I think, like regular amounts of horny, like a C.
Here's the thing. I think if he is not on the higher side of horny, then he is almost not horny at all. Like, what I'd see for him is he's either constantly into it or only interacts with sexuality accidentally.
Just sort of falls into sex sometimes.
Yeah. He would like get suggested and he would you'd have to explain to him what it was. Very much like with Goku.
Okay, now here's the thing. I can, for sure, see Captain Falcon being a truck stop gentleman.
Okay.
Ooh, you have my interest.
I think you could glory hole Captain Falcon for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
this is
Well,
actually
I'm in.
I'm definitely getting higher on the horny side. And maybe not even that high, simply because of right now the height of horniness is continual cosmic war crimes.
Yeah.
So he could be around a B. I feel like C is maybe on this list the higher side of normal sexuality.
Yeah.
I already know who my default C on this list is. So
That's
it's gonna be a while
actually
before
a
we see them.
useful information for us to have. I'm going to put Falcon at B right now. Who are you suggesting as our default C that we should be judging by?
Oh, if we're doing it now, sure. For me, the default C is Terry Burr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what defines Terry that way?
So Terry is, for me, like the exact median of fighting game characters. He's nice. He's not 100% dedicated to fighting like your Ryu's, but he's very good at it. He's basically what would happen if Tom Petty liked punching instead of music. He's a himbo Florida dirtbag who likes sex the exact correct amount.
Okay. I feel like, again, I think C is the high side of normal. When we look
Exactly.
at Terry, I immediately, especially as we're talking about Captain Falcon as a truck stop guy, Terry's there. Terry's involved. Like,
Well, see,
you're
I
never
look
gonna
at
tell
Terry
me-
and go, this guy is on a first name basis with his local adult bookstore owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry's
Terry
jerked
still
off in a
collects
porno
paper
theater.
porn. Yeah. He still gets his boobs on paper. Not the internet.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Terry
beautiful.
famously, I believe, has never purchased pornography for himself. He's only found it in boxes in the woods.
In the woods, yeah.
He only borrows. He's got a lend-lease program for his pornography. He has a little
Jesus Christ.
public library thing that he set up outside of his house.
Oh my God.
I feel like he might actually have to curate his porn pretty carefully, given who his brother is married to. Like unless you wanted to run into accidental my stuff, he might have to be careful not to do that.
All right. So I have identified C now as the mortal limit. So
Horny as you
what-
can get as a man.
exactly. Without supernatural or cosmic interference, this is as horny as a person can be. And right now, Terry is our poster child for that.
Okay.
Defining the category.
Yeah.
Now we come.
By the way, did I fix the sound thing?
I think so.
yes, I
It
believe
hasn't
so.
been fucked up recently,
Okay.
so.
Let me just go ahead and protest that both my hardware and the software we're using are called Zoom. That drove me
Oh,
nuts.
that's so frustrating. Yeah, that makes sense. We are now at Charizard. This is our first Pokemon.
Charizard seems kind of ace to me. It seems like his passions are kind of like just being a big dragon man. Doesn't seem super motivated by any of the sensual things in life other than setting things on fire, which is very sensual, but still.
I want to put him at the one hair above asexual. He's like an
the
E.
Interesting.
Animal.
Because he's an animal, but also I think he sublimates some of his sexual desires into violence.
Oh, that's hot. Sorry, I
Like,
should say that.
Yeah, it's very literally hot.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to translate the horny feelings he's experiencing into real world activities, so instead he like bites your head.
Same.
Yeah.
Love it.
Interesting. I could see Charizards as a species having some sort of violent contest in order to be a part of like their mating ritual routine. That absolutely makes sense to me.
I mean, going off of the whole dragon thing, dragons normally being very solitary creatures, they don't really care for the other dragons, and then just when they're like, well, I have to mate, fine, and then they'll just sort of go and violently do that and then fuck off again. And I think Charizard's like, no, in the level that Spock is horny, in that sometimes the Ponfar comes upon him.
This is interesting, mainly because right now, anytime we talk about Smash in terms of sexuality, I need to draw upon the Alex Roberts canon for Smash, which
Alex.
to let viewers in on, that is a specific character personality canon that Alex Roberts keeps and knows about, and if you talk to her, she will tell you about it. But there's no way people who don't personally know Alex would be able to get that information. So it's hard to bring it here, but respect for Alex Roberts, it's definitely relevant to the conversation. And I believe, if I am not mistaken, that Charizard is part of the gym crew, like the people who are into fitness. And many of them are kind of like jerk-off buddies. So it's hard for me to, but you are swaying me here that Charizard might be present and not involved. The picture that I have for this gym culture here, just so we can get everything on the table, there is a club here in Chicago called Steamworks that is a traditional gay bathhouse, but it also has a fully functional exercise gym in it, where you can go to work out, but people can also fuck there. So that's like maybe Charizard is, doing his reps while everybody else is doing their business and not involved because he just likes going to the gym there. I could buy that.
I'm definitely
Love that.
enjoying the idea of just two dudes absolutely enjoying each other's bodies in a sexual way. And then right behind them and slightly out of focus is Charizard just roaring and stomping. Doing tail swipes and shit. Nothing to do with what the guys are doing. He's just there.
He's just there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have talked.
I gotta let my dog in
I will
real
put
quick.
Charizard at E.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God. And I
Come on,
think
Mulder.
this is Crom.
That's Crom.
Come on.
Okay.
By
good.
Crom.
This is
There you
Crom. This is one
I'm
of
Martha-
the countless animes who are on this list. Now, I know nothing about the Fire Emblem. Well, I guess I know a little bit about Three Houses, but I know very little about Fire Emblem beyond that. So I am gonna have to. And is Crom even a Fire Emblem? Is he a Xenogear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Fire
He
Emblem.
is.
Crom. Where is it?
By Crom.
It's CHROM if you're looking him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Chrome without the E.
No, I've got him on my my document.
Oh, okay, great. You've done
I
some
just need-
research. I did nothing.
Well, I don't know anything. I have to do research or I'll die.
That's fair.
Those are the stakes, unfortunately. For
On a
humanity
live
at
stream?
large, we need to be able to do research or we will die.
Well, I'm looking at him now. He's definitely got some stuff on him that says he's dressing for more than utility. He's wearing platforms.
The problem is he's nobility, and famously
Yeah.
nobility just wears a bunch of dumb horseshit, and it isn't about sex, it's about status.
Yeah.
And Crom feels like the type of prince who's like, oh yes, sexuality, of course.
Guy looks
feels
he's
like-
dressed
Okay, you
for a
can't
Kingdom Hearts
do
party.
the hedonism bot voice if you're implying that they're not horny.
That is
that's
true.
going to
Sorry.
confuse.
I'm the anhedonism bot.
It does seem okay. So from the little I know, his personality apparently He's like super earnest and also very willing to believe in people, which is like that kind of opens it up to being willing to be very sexual.
Yeah, that's.
But it does
that's
seem
reading
like
submissive
he'd get.
to me.
Yeah, he'd get.
He's good
like,
giving in game.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like the act of a hungry person. It seems like the act of somebody who's like, yes, I believe in your ability to give me an orgasm.
For sure. I feel like along that, it's the sort of thing where it's the type of person that's like, well, if you want to, sure. They're not like, yeah, I'm ready to go. But they're like, oh, if you're interested in it, sure.
Terrible.
Okay.
Oh,
So then so you're suggesting this is like asexual spectrum where on Crom's own, he's not into anything.
He's not gagging for it.
But if
I
he's
don't
with a
think he's
partner and that
ace.
partner wants to do it, he's willing to go along with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I don't think he's fully ace. I think he's just like, it's not a
priority.
a rare mood that comes upon him, but for the most time he's just like,
Okay. So
I have other causes.
This is feeling like E tier to me. Are we putting him above?
I'd put him in E or D.
Charizard?
Yeah, I feel like he's a good D.
D, I think, is slightly hornier than what you are projecting.
Okay, then I'd put him above Charizard, then an E.
Yeah.
E plus, fine.
Yeah.
E plus.
Rated E for everyone.
He's a D. He's a D if the union would result in progeny that is good for the kingdom.
Of course. And here we go. We've got Cloud Final Fantasy.
Nope.
Asexual, get that motherfucker out of here.
No.
Cloud,
Ace.
you cannot be railed constantly by Tifa and Aerith and be asexual. It's just
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
he
you
He
is,
just
have
thinks
a-
it's part of the training regimen. He does not understand.
You can't have your
He
Diva
is-
Mona at the Honeybee Inn if you're not at least a little into what's happening.
yeah.
he is a wet hole, that young man. Like,
Fully
is-
agreed. Fully agreed there. Yeah.
that
I mean,
is.
the important.
But is he horny for it, or is he just so overly receptive to any positive attention?
I feel like the only important thing for Cloud is that we have to put him exactly one rank below Sephiroth, just like they are.
What?
Sephiroth is
like,
extraordinarily horny. They're
Sephiroth?
their libidos are nowhere near each other.
I'm just
Not
saying they
yet.
should be above and below each other. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they will be.
I
for
can
sure.
guarantee you Sephiroth is going to be above Cloud horny wise. That's for sure. I think this raises an interesting point here. I generally think of Cloud in sexual terms a lot, but I am realizing, talking to all of
Good
you,
choice.
that is driven by Tifa and Aerith. Like, they are
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Using him as an object. It's not so much on his initiative.
No, everyone around him is like, I'm so horny for you. And he's like, cool.
I'm actually very sad. Have I told you that I'm sad?
Do you know I have PTSD? And they're like, you need to give me that PTSD.
Yep.
Have I mentioned that I cried?
Okay, so are you thinking E or D tier?
I think D.
For him. D?
Yeah,
give him the
feels
D.
right.
I mean, the D is almost entirely for his self-discovery stuff at Honeybee Inn.
Sure. I mean, it goes beyond Honeybee, and we're on a complicated character journey with Cloud.
Sure. I'm just
all right.
uninterested. And that's just someone wearing Sid goggles.
Next up, we have Robin from
Oh,
the.
okay.
Robin.
I think this
it's
is
Fire Emblem.
Is this a Xenogear or is this a
No, this is a Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem?
They're
Okay.
all Fire Emblem.
This is one that
Robin.
I have to judge mostly visually.
Dear.
One thing that should be noted about Robin is that them and one other character are gender swap based on your choice.
Yeah.
I forget the other one, but
Baeleth.
there's another Baeleth, yes.
Yeah.
So our picture here is I can't quite tell because it's slightly below. I think that's male Robin.
Yes. I mean, I think we're judging both Robins here.
Okay. I don't know if they're different.
It says, well, okay, from my research, worryingly, I was like, oh, this is an attack on me. Highly perceptive to others' feelings and can figure out the source of most inner turmoil in a matter of a few important conversations, which I'm like, oh, you're dangerous to have sex with. You're gonna end up with me crying. I don't like this.
Okay, so Robin is maybe a trauma-seeking predator of some kind, is what we're saying.
Or just an empath, but like, I don't know,
Maybe you don't
man.
want an empath. I get it. Maybe you don't want an empath. Maybe you want a dick.
I don't necessarily want to be like empathed.
Yeah.
I like an empath, but I don't want to be empathed on the
Sure.
way to sex unless
it feels
I
invasive.
know. Yeah.
It's like you can fuck a magician, but if they pull out a top hat, that's different.
That's unconscionable.
Yeah.
Okay. I am looking at the outfits here. We've got big leather coat cloaks. Little lightning sword that's like very jagged.
Yeah, it's a wand, I think.
It might be a
That's a
wand
sword.
and a sword. It is a sword, in addition to being
Got a sword.
else.
Oh, very good. Okay.
I mean, all these fucking Fire Emblem guys are
They all
sword
look like-
people.
They look like background Kingdom Hearts characters, and they don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with Robin and Byleth being the player stand-in is it's much harder because it's going to depend on whatever the player's actions are. They don't have a set, like,
Yeah.
personality storyline. Like, you can make different choices.
Sure.
So, like, Byleth could be extraordinarily horny if you are playing them horny.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I feel like Robin is just D tier then.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sure.
And probably
I almost feel like you could create an entire category and we could just quietly shove all the Fire Emblems in there and call it a day.
no, I think there are some Fire Emblems that stand out.
It's
from
an
the
F
back.
tier for Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Honestly, they're the problem with ranking Smash horniness is that none of us are Fire Emblem heads, and there's like fucking 30 of them.
Sure. Well, again, I know a little bit about Three Kingdoms. So
Yeah.
we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, we are on Princess Daisy.
Oh,
Daisy
she fucks
A.
so hard. All
got that
day,
intensity.
every day. Daisy has to change her panties multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the weird intense stare you get from someone that doesn't have designs on your genitals.
Yeah.
I can
Daisy-
definitely buy this. I feel
Daisy
like the
Fox.
Mario set is generally very horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
are we-
she's an A just because she doesn't have the kidnap shit going on.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
but
she
she
used
is.
to. Yeah. But we haven't been to Sarasa Land in a few years, so her whole kidnap deal ended.
All right, we get Dark Samus.
Is he hornier or less horny than regular Samus? Or sorry, I'm mixing them up with Pit. Excuse me. Samus is a
the
girl.
pits have been removed because I think they're children. I don't know.
They are not, but that's fine.
Yeah, but they're like the kind of like anime thing. Oh, they look 12, but they're 1,000 years old. We don't need to get our
No.
fingerprints on that.
They're full-grown
I-
adult warriors.
Dark Samus seems like that's maybe Ace. Maybe Ace, but for murder reasons.
Yeah.
Mostly because
Sexual
she's like a
for
ghost,
murder
right?
reasons.
Dark Samus
Well, she's murder sexual. She's not sexual.
Yeah, it's basically
No.
like Metroid Prime then goes like, well, I'm going to become you so that I can murder you better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even actually Samus. It's just like a
Yeah.
monster in there.
It's a monster that's a doppelganger of Samus. And so it's not really horny because even like the Metroids that are coming from, it's like the Metroids are horny. That's just like little mindless bug things.
Yeah.
Man, I'm Googling is Pit a child, and I feel like this is gonna send a police car to my house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's America these days. Anything's gonna send a police car to your house. You don't have to worry about that.
I like that the first result I got is unfortunately there is no official age for Pit in the Kid Icarus series.
Oh wow.
Yep. There you
I'm
go.
glad it comes with an unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we
Unfortunately.
can never know.
We want to help you.
We shouldn't help you, but we want to so bad. I think I'm comfortable leaving Dark Samus at asexual for murder. We now come to Donkey Kong.
As so many people do.
I
B.
he
He's a B.
like a tired dad, but like a tired dad who still fucks.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
he even have a kid? Like,
I mean, he wears a tie.
oh wait, there's Donkey Kong Jr. There
Yeah.
is a Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, okay, so he does have
Yeah,
one
yeah,
kid.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the tie
Are-
is a good
is-
choice too. Yeah.
Who has he fucked to produce progeny?
Oh, who hasn't he?
I mean, he
Who's
has
progeny?
almost exclusively gay sex, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where the children come from. I do know that of the Smash characters that hang out at the gym and give each other hand jobs and stuff, Donkey Kong's there. Donkey Kong's
yeah.
there, and he's using his big meaty fists to get involved in everything.
I assume he has primarily gay sex, but like he's Omegaverse, so it works. Like it generates children anyway. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
I love. So maybe he carried these children. We don't know.
If Donkey Kong is a big, powerful Omega from the Omegaverse, like that's actually exciting and fruitful territory.
Yeah. This is really pushing some envelopes. I'm into this.
So the question then is like, I think this to me sounds like he is an A tier character. Is he more or less horny than Daisy?
Ooh.
Daisy seems like she has yet to be fully satisfied.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. She can never be satisfied.
Yeah. Whereas
Not with
Donkey
Luigi.
Kong, I think, at a certain point, the evening is over, hits the bath, like, washes all the cum out of his
All
fur,
right, boys. Good
that's-
job.
Let's back it
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Donkey Kong's post-sex return involves high-fiving the other team.
Oh, he definitely gets into the
Good
shower,
game. Good
spins
game.
up the towel, snaps people on their ass, and is like, all right, same time next week.
Yep. Yep. That makes total sense to me. This brings us to Dr. Mario.
Seems I was told he was passionless because he's a medical man, which I was like, these are not necessarily the same thing, but I was like, okay.
That doesn't slot neatly into every doctor I've ever met.
No, indeed. But the internet believed him to be like a man of science and therefore like quiet and unhorny.
Okay, could that mean that he like does a lot of medical kink stuff but entirely incidental because he's way far behind in his medical training?
Oh.
I mean, the problem is, I look at him and I look at regular Mario, and you're like, regular Mario, so horny. Dr. Mario is just like, I feel mortal limit. I think he's C tier, like the regular amount of horny. I don't think Dr. Mario is unhorny, but I don't think he is going above and beyond.
He's
I'm gonna
not
go-
as horny
my
as
take.
Terry Bogard.
Dr. Mario is not even a doctor. He's just Mario, so horny that he's had to put on a doctor costume for tonight's festivities.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
Interesting. I mean, if we're to, this is why the Alex Roberts canon is useful, because Alex Roberts canon treats every instance of a character as a discrete entity. Therefore, we
Yes,
can
that's
assume
fair.
that Mario and Dr. Mario are different people.
I assume Dr. Mario is his brother, and he feels a little kind of weirded out by his brother's weird kink sex thing. And he's like, I'm not going to shame you about it, but it does make me a little uncomfortable whenever I hear about you going to, invade Bowser's kingdom to get your lady back. And you're like, I know what that's about.
I know what that is.
At least, yeah, regular Mario's already ruined like 5 Thanksgivings by announcing that Bowser has kidnapped the princess and jumping on the turkey to get out of there.
Yeah. Okay, then I will. That feels like D tier. Like this is
Yeah.
normal functional sexuality.
Yeah.
More or less than Robin or Cloud here.
I feel
Not
like
especially horny, but very important for horny
I-
people because of all the funguses and diseases he cures.
Sure.
okay.
So
I'll accept that.
I'll put it under Robin but above Cloud. Duck Hunt.
They are
What?
in just wild 4-way with Banjo-Kazooie, and it is nasty.
That duck can fly and doesn't. He gets carried around all day long. It's a fucking lifestyle thing.
Oh,
Fully
you're right.
collared
it is a
duck.
lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
They are
a
so annoying
lifestyle
to
thing.
invite to house parties. because
Then-
he's doing all the Dom shit to him all the time. He's like, you may have 5 peas and 1 bite of cream. And everyone else is like, could you guys not? And they're like, it's not sex.
Just heavy DS stuff all
Yeah.
the time.
All the time.
Okay, is this A tier or S tier? This is full. We're deciding right now. Does full time dominant submission? I can't remember the special name that.
I mean,
that
obviously, they also have a humiliation kink where the dog has to laugh at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The duck's in charge but needs to be laughed at. That is a weird dynamic. I'm into it.
I don't think that is S tier.
I think it's A.
I'm going A, and I'm saying that's above Daisy.
I just don't think
Oh,
they're as horny as
yeah.
Bowser. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Sure. Falco.
Oh, Falco.
Falco's
I feel like
horny
he's
for
horny.
himself.
Yeah, I was going to say he's horny, but like for someone, like one person. He's a monogamous type.
Okay. So yeah, then this is D tier to me. This is he will fall in love and become horny about the person that he's in love with, as many beings who live upon this planet will.
Yeah. He's got a nesting partner.
Okay.
Yes, he's a bird. You see, Falco.
Also, if you've ever tried to play Falco, you know he's fast to his own detriment.
Sure. I mean, he's definitely got insecurities, so that makes sense that would be part of his matrix. Fox McCloud.
I feel like he might be in the mortal limit, but is not as horny as Terry.
I was
Maybe.
going to say the same thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think
right.
he thinks of himself
Yes.
as a playboy.
Yes.
He's like, I'm hot and I'm out there and I'm going to get anyone I want. But I'm like, dude, you look at the freaks on this list. You are mortal limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would say he's hornier than if you asked Crystal how horny he is.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense to me. I think that's a good ranking for him. And I do think he's like extremely horny, but like wouldn't do the truck stop stuff that Terry absolutely will do.
No.
Because he's a coward.
No, he's going to go to like dive bars and shit and try and pick up people there.
Yeah.
He's got big pickup artist energy.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh god. Oh god. I hate this fox so much now.
This brings us to another heavy hitter here, Ganondorf.
I mean, I want to fuck him. Like, I want to fuck him so bad. Is that
I know
enough?
the man is horny. That's not a question.
The man has transcended the limits of life itself in order to be horny.
Yeah, he's a Bowser. He's
Yeah.
100% a Bowser, to the point where I think he's even bigger than Bowser because he keeps doing it in different universes.
You think
Oh.
he's bigger than Bowser? That's.
You know what?
I'm not sure I'm there. I feel like
Okay.
But he's transcended mortality.
he has transcended mortality. That I'm not going to argue with. However, I think he thinks about other things. I don't think Bowser thinks about other things.
I don't know that Ganondorf thinks about other things. I think he's just like, oh, I can't wait until I die and come back and we can do this again.
Sure. I'm certain. It's just he's made a tactical decision. Bowser has never made a tactical decision in his life.
Hey, just
Well-
because he's tactical in his horniness.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the fact that he's smarter than Bowser mean he's not as horny? Like, is that? I'm not.
think there's also-
I'm just wondering.
I think there's also a different dynamic with Bowser and Ganon, where Bowser is an active participant. He wants to fuck Princess Peach. He kidnaps her to fuck her until she gets rescued.
Sure.
I wonder if Ganon isn't just happily married to someone else from his village and also really invested in making sure that Link and Zelda hook up and wants to, like, just purely a voyeur about it.
No, he's a big pig monster.
Big Pig Monster. Okay, fair.
Yeah. I gotta lean on Big Pig Monster. I can't decide if that is hornier than Turtle Monster.
Just put him up there behind him. It's fine. I mean, Bowser's still got way more relevance.
Okay.
I want the two of them to fuck now.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't? We could only be so lucky.
Whomst among us?
I feel like that would be kind of the song that ends the world, though.
Oh yeah, but I mean, what a way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Greninja.
Ninja. I know nothing. I was told
Pokemon.
Ninja-like qualities.
Yeah.
Honestly, Greninja's
Stoic.
here because he has a cool look for being a fighting game character and nothing else.
His tongue is a scarf.
Yes.
Yes.
That is his biggest selling point.
That's relevant.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
sure, he's got a
relevant
Gene
and pertinent.
Simmonsy tongue, but is he using it in a lascivious way? No, it's literally a scarf. It's never not a scarf.
Oh.
He doesn't grab you with it. I can't remember his moveset.
He
at
never
all.
does.
no,
it's
this ain't
always a
lick a
scarf.
tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
All his ranged
just
attacks are from throwing water shuriken.
Are we
No.
gonna say then he is E or D tier? Is he a standard horny Pokemon, or are we saying that almost all Pokemon are within the animalistic Charizard zone?
D tier. Because he's a little less animalistic than Charizard, and because he has ninja training, he is trained in the art of seduction.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
sure.
What?
Yeah, he's trained in the
Ninja?
marital arts.
Ninja?
He's a marital
I thought
artist.
they were trained in sneaking, not in fucking, but...
Infiltrating.
Hey, yo, let me infiltrate that pussy.
Yeah, I was going to
Infiltrating.
say, what?
History ninjas were all about like sneaking in socially. So absolutely, you'd be able
Okay.
to seduce people. Yeah.
I'm not a ninjologist, so...
Okay, this is, and I will point out the ice climbers are also on this list separately, but we have ice climbers as a unit, as a couple.
I mean, they
Okay.
are a married couple, is what I think, and they are just normal levels of horny for each other. I don't know
So you
why I
don't
read
think
them as
this
just a
is
married
them
couple.
on field looking for a third.
No. I mean, I've already Googled them, and
God.
actually, they're a stepbrother and stepsister, the normal level of horny for each other.
Oh, okay.
So,
Which is very.
insanely,
B.
yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm stuck in the dryer.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm stuck on this crag step, bro.
That polar bear looks awful menacing.
Okay, so we're saying married couple, just horny for each other.
D.
I'm gonna put them just below Falco. I believe Falco, as he's not found a mate, thinks about it more and therefore is hornier.
Fabulous.
We've got Ike.
Oh, God. Is that Ike? Okay. I thought it was either Roy or Marth, and I was mad
Oh
that I
God,
couldn't tell
it
which
could
one.
be. It could be.
I don't
Oh,
know.
the
God.
Fire
Well,
Emblems
but
look
we
so
have to
similar.
know, because
Okay,
otherwise
it's not Marth.
Okay.
No, Roy's here, so that is Ike.
Okay. Apparently he's passionate and can be blunt, which I don't know. That's kind of promising.
Yeah,
He
that's.
looks like a Goku. He's like standing there doing the thing where he's getting his power level up.
But could he not also
But
be
Vegeta
just...
does that, and he's also very horny.
Well played.
Yeah.
Could
You
he
scored a
be
point today,
like
sir.
the kind of guy who just walks in the room and goes like, "I want your pussy," and then that's like the beginning and end of the seduction?
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Is this like a Conan the Barbarian level where he's just like, "This is happening," and the other person is like, oh, well, "Okay, I'll go along with this. You're very strong."
I'll put him
Yeah.
at C. That's where I'd say C.
See,
Just because one of these Fire Emblem people has to break the D barrier,
sure,
and he looks like an intense guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. Right now, he is the bottom of the C tier. Oh, we got another top shooter, boys. We've got
Yeah, we went for this.
Incineroar.
Yeah, the only ultra horny Pokemon on this
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. Normally they keep all the horny Pokemon out of Smash.
Okay. Incineroar, yeah. Obviously high up there. Definitely part of the Gym Fuck Club. The question...
I loved that movie, The Gym Fuck Club.
Gym Fuck Club, yeah. The question is this A tier? S tier? I don't know if it's S tier.
No.
No. I mean, what is he doing that's... The S tiers are defined by reshaping worlds in order to achieve their particular sexual peccadillos.
Yes.
I don't see this guy doing that. He just wrestles.
No, I think it's either the high B or the low A.
Yeah, he's a high B.
High B? Okay. Yeah, definitely above Captain Falcon.
Oh, for sure above Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get anyone from Pokemon above B tier is if Brock was on this fucking list.
The horniest a man has ever been in his life.
Yeah.
Isabel.
S tier.
I think
She's A for sure.
Isabel has a solitary sexuality, but a thriving solitary sexuality.
Okay, so you think this is purely unpartnered, but so into whatever she's doing that she's basically constantly thinking about it.
I think she definitely gets off at work.
That's fair.
Sure.
I look at Isabel and I think someone who has more than once in her life said, "No, I don't want to know your name."
Yeah, absolutely.
So you think so?
like-
Then that's a different read. So you think Isabel has had sex with other people?
Oh yeah.
I think both.
I think she's got one of those the secretary situations going on.
Ooh.
Oh, with Nook? Fuck
Yeah,
off. That's
Nook is the James
horrifying.
Spader.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. Put that
Do
in your
not
brain.
say
I will
that
curse
about-
you with this.
Fucking, how dare you say that about anything related to James Spader? Oh, that's appalling.
Fine. She has the secretary situation going with James Spader.
James Spader and this little fucking dog with a hairdo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I think my read on Isabel is like I think the suggestion that it's solitary was more accurate for me. I kind of feel like she's somebody who sits at that desk all day and just reads the most torrid erotic fiction imaginable.
Okay.
That's
Oh
her.
yeah.
She clocks in, and the moment she's not being observed, she's making a mess.
That's fair.
Yeah, love that.
I don't think our
Good
two
for
reads
her.
are incompatible. I'm going to say my read of her is wanting anonymous sex with people fits right in, where she occasionally needs those needs filled, but she wants no emotional attachments.
Sure. Okay.
yeah,
then
look at those
she is
eyes.
like so into the fantasies that she's become invested in that she needs to live out a part of them, and any information that deviates from that starts to ruin it for her.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff.
I mean, Jigglypuff is fucking sex pollen. It literally said, like, that's what it's living sex pollen.
But is the sex pollen itself horny?
No.
We get into the real metaphysics here.
Asexual, but powers up so much sex. And unpleasant
True.
sex, too, because
Okay.
people falling asleep is not an okay sex target.
So
Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, it depends on what they've consented to beforehand.
Fair.
True.
I will put her at the top of asexual because it seems like Jigglypuff attends a lot of play parties, but they've been invited specifically to empower other sex stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what they're told. They're
Yeah,
told
no,
they're there
she's
to
just
sing.
happy to be involved.
My read on it is that it's not non-consensual. Jigglypuff is there to be in the cool down room or something there like where people
Jigglypuff's in
go
the cuddle
in to
puddle.
charge up on horny energy and drag each other out into other rooms, and Jigglypuff's just there enjoying the party.
Yeah. Jigglypuff is the first person from the list that is just a ball. Not the only one. There's like 3 of them.
Yep.
But I was looking forward to when we got to the people who are just a ball. Because they're going to be the cuddle puddle.
Aww.
Ken.
No.
Oh, well, more horny than Ryu. He's at least a D.
I mean, yes.
I feel
More
like
horny than
he's
Rio, but
mortal
Rio
horny.
yeah.
I don't think he's even
Normal
Terry
mortal
is,
horny. I think he's
Okay, he
Terry's
did give
so
up.
much hornier than
He did give up pursuit of the perfect martial arts and the Hado or whatever it's called. I forget all that shit. In exchange for just becoming a regular family guy. He went home and became a family man.
But that's about more than just pussy.
No,
He
it's
bought
not.
his wife a boat and then painted her face on the
It's
boat.
not just about pussy.
Like, he's the only Mortal Kombat character whose wife I can name.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter character. Excuse me.
I
Sorry.
think that I am comfortable putting him at the top end of like the healthy adult sexuality range.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, why did he put his wife's face on a boat? Because he had the money to do that.
Sure.
Why did he stop pursuing cosmic martial arts? Well, because it's more fun to have sex with his wife than do that. I think all of that tracks for me. And we come to King DDD, another heavy hitter, I assume.
Interesting. Yeah.
But he seems motivated by other pleasures much more
does.
than sex. Like
This guy's
and deeply.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't fuck, but he likes to be at the orgy.
Yeah.
He
Which is
definitely-
horny in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe
He hates the
maybe
idea
a
of not being
B?
involved.
sure.
Yeah, maybe he's a C or a B.
I could
Just-
call him a B. I think C is underselling it. Because
I think he's telling us his name is DDD.
yeah, he enjoys many pleasures. I think he's just a hedonist, which means sex is one of them. But like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff going on. Is he above or below Captain Falcon?
Above.
Below. Okay. Well, I think
Oh,
above.
okay,
It's fine.
well,
It's fine.
now we need to sort this out.
John?
I was going to say below, personally. I think. I don't think he's got quite the drive for specifically sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will accept this. I have just met this man today, so
Yeah. But if you have like a chocolate dipped croissant, this guy will knock you down.
Yeah, well, I think probably the horniest situations he's been involved in are sex is the obstacle to some other sensual pleasure. King K. Rool. This is a top shooter.
This
This is a
guy's a
heavy
horny guy.
top shooter.
Yeah.
This is a question. Is he a low S tier? Is where
I think he's a high A because we already established. I feel like we can go ahead and safely say that we have established that Donkey Kong is now part of the Omegaverse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which means that King K. Rool is as well.
Yep.
And I think he's an alpha.
oh, love that.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay. So he gets tossed into horny rages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does make sense to me.
That's part of his whole thing. He's like a self-made king because he's claiming everything.
Always doing that mating bite.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Look at those teeth. That guy could put on a serious mating bite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
well,
could.
he's going to give you the old death roll.
Yeah.
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 He's definitely into like bear stuff too. There's a lot of belly stuff going on with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the
I'm
guy has a
trying
custom stomach breastplate.
How
I love
much
that for him.
lifestyle stuff is K. Rool? Because I think that's
Oh.
what separates A from low S. You know, because like we've got, you know, the Duck Hunt is there at the top of the A tier. They're full-time committed to lifestyle DS. King K. Rool has built arguably an empire around his libidinal energy.
See, I'm a little wary of just taking every big bad villain and saying that they built this whole army so they can have sex, and that our S tiers would
Okay,
be
but
nothing
you
but
think
that
King
that
K.
build Nintendo
Rool
games.
is not in that club? Because I don't know that that's true.
I'm just expressing a wariness that at the end of this, our S tier is just going to be every boss from every Nintendo game.
I think you'll find that they have a typecasting problem over at Nintendo, and that's a lot of the characters that they go with. But also, we have not gotten into the heroes who are probably going to shoot at A tier or an S tier as well. So we'll get there. K. Rool. Okay.
I think he's just a classic pirate. I don't see him as an S tier. Like his army doesn't feel like it's bent to fucking anybody. Hell, we don't even know who he's fucking. We know with Bowser. We know
he's
with Ganon.
fucking Donkey Kong.
Yeah, who do you think got
Everything
Donkey
he
Kong
does
pregnant?
is a provocation for Donkey Kong.
Okay.
It's all for Donkey Kong. It's always been about Donkey Kong.
He
Okay,
says with tears in his eyes outside of his door.
I just feel like the Kong clan is more well defined than the Mario folks and so on. Like, you know who Cranky Kong and Lanky Kong and Sassy Kong and all
I'm
them
sorry.
are.
You think the Donkey Kong clan is more well defined than the Mario folks?
I do, yeah. I feel like the Mario folks are eternally reinvented, where I feel like the Donkey Kong people are eternally honed.
Ooh.
Interesting. I'm
gonna get out of this.
I have to disagree with that. Donkey Kong, perhaps. You could make a strong argument that is what's happening with Donkey Kong, but the rest of the Kong family, the Diddy aside, there's not a lot of ink being spilt about what's going on there. I guess Cranky Kong shows up in a lot of stuff.
I'm just saying.
All right.
I feel like A tier is where this guy belongs.
Then is it higher or lower than Duck Hunt?
Higher. I think.
Fair.
Okay.
That's fine. I was going to say lower, but I'll relent. I'm happy as long as I keep him out of S.
Kirby.
Doesn't seem sexual, but is powerful.
Yeah, Kirby is a cosmic monstrosity and is not.
He's an elemental.
Yeah, it's like, is the wind horny? Like, come on.
Yeah, I definitely see Kirby being part of the asexual set here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think sexuality just doesn't get involved. Now, do people get horny about Kirby? Sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People get horny about vacuum cleaners. That's fine.
Yeah, Kirby's
Exactly.
been asked to do so much vor stuff and has been like, what? What? No,
This is worrying me.
But
That's
it's not
too-
a horny thing for me.
I did mention earlier that I was very interested where the balls place, and 2 of them are now an ace.
Yep.
Pac-Man, you got to save
Yeah.
us.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, there's
don't
also
you
Meta
worry
Knight,
about that.
who's definitely going to hit
I know.
higher.
Meta Knight's in there too.
Okay, Link.
Link.
Which
If
Link?
it-
Hang on.
If it makes a difference, this is Breath of the Wild Link.
Link seems
D-ish.
D or E.
Like, he's extremely devoted to Zelda, but I'm not even sure if he'd know what to do.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like he even makes time to jerk off, which sad.
Tears of
you
the-
gotta make time.
A lot of people have that twink energy thing with him. I get
Hashtag
that.
self-care.
Yeah,
He
Tears
is the
of the
twinkest
Kingdom
person
Link.
on the list.
Tears of the Kingdom Link does strike me as normal or like median human sexuality, at least. The romance implied between him and Zelda is stronger in that game than in any other show
True.
for Link.
True.
I would be willing to put him maybe. I'm actually thinking above Falco here because he is, fighting cosmic evils so that, in part because he needs to rescue his love, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty. You got to be pretty horny to do that.
He is a little more passionate about it, I will say.
Yeah.
I feel like his worth as a fictional character is largely defined by, like, how people treat him versus how he treats himself. Like, we dress him up as a twink, and we talk about how twinky he is, but I think if he existed and you told him, he'd be like, what are you talking about? I had to dress like that so I could get into a village.
I'm trying to interpret like the reactions that he's had to having to dress up in those clothings. Like, there's an awareness of it. He does fully embrace it and then decide to dress that way afterwards. I think there are awakenings in those moments. I don't think it's
that's
a
fair.
lack of awareness.
No, I was gonna say it's the same thing with the honeybee and Cloud.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, in both cases, however, I feel like the problem is that that's more of an awakening of identity and rather than an awakening of, like, horniness.
Yeah, no, I
but-
think they're both in the D.
Yeah, I think it circles around each other. When identity is awoken, you are able to experience sexuality in a more honest form. I feel like it's tied together. Most people that I know that have like changed their identity have become much hornier after that change. And I think
Okay, that's
that
true
is
of
a
every
large
single
part
person.
to do with
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Next up is Little Mac.
Hey,
Lil Mac's so horny.
so horny.
So so horny.
So horny, and doing the raging bull thing where he's constantly denying himself.
Ooh, love that.
Well, that's partially that, and also, but I think he's super horny, but he's got short man complex.
Here's the thing. Little Mac, incredibly horny, part of NoFap.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad. So
It's
sad.
very sad, but he is so horny, but he channels that into boxing.
Oh, that's tragic.
It sucks.
Baby, no, don't live that life.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucario.
See, now when you said earlier, John, that that Incineroar was by far the only horny Pokemon on the list, Lucario was who came to mind.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I know Mewtwo is like a psychic, but he's too pissed off to even consider what sex is. Lucario, on the other hand, is dedicated to charges. He's like a noble knight archetype. So he's got that passionate romance thing that you see in Arthurian legend, which gets him to at least a D.
True. That's true. They did
I would
real bad
argue
in those
that it's
stories.
above D. This seems like C tier.
Oh, that's not
It's
an argument.
approaching Mortal Limit.
Yeah, I was saying that's just the floor for him as a D.
I mean, Lucario is a Pokemon who has a lot of sexual psychic energy around him.
Yes.
One of the more, like, it's dangerous to Google Lucario with the safety off.
Yeah, like a 9-year-old at McDonald's, I'm going to vote for high C.
Love
All
it. Love it.
Is he getting above Ike, or is he? So you're saying higher than Terry, if it's high C.
Thing is, I feel like he has the same energy as Ike in that whole like I'm a guardian, I will defend you with my life, and if there happens to be a single tent, then I shall guard you from inside of it. I'll love you pure and chaste from afar, and I'm so horny about it.
Based on that, I'm gonna
tied
put
with
him
Ike.
below Ike because he feels less brutish about it. Which, that's
Sure.
it's less horny. I think this is Byleth.
I think that's Lucina.
Is that Lucina? Okay.
I don't fucking know, man.
You're right. I think this is Lucina. I don't know anything about Lucina.
Let me see. Let me go to my notes.
Go to the notes.
Lucina. What do I have about Lucina? Little Mac. Lucina. Strong-willed and pragmatic, Lucina is determined to defy fate and alter the dark future she came from. She is primarily inspired by historical figures and her heritage. And then she chose like some kind of alias to give herself courage and tries to like emulate that.
Well,
So-
an alias to give yourself courage is a pretty sexy thing to do.
Yeah, true.
Choosing a new name and putting yourself out there under it. I feel like that's at least something. I'm reaching with these Fire Emblems. I just don't fucking care about those games.
Strong-willed and pragmatic. I mean, I guess if she wants to get fucked, she gonna get fucked.
Yeah, that's fair. I would put her at a D. Like, she seems like she's got some sexual energy to her, but nothing that's making her extraordinary.
Okay.
No, I think she's the type that would be like, has a big crush on her teacher type, is what I get from her.
That's fair.
Don't
that's fair.
call me out.
Is that above or below an average married couple? That's what we're treating
The
ice
passion,
climbers as.
the passion you can have for a teacher you can never fuck is unthinkably high. Absolutely higher.
Okay, so that is
than an
slightly
average married couple.
that comes out to slightly higher than an average married couple.
Thank
and
you.
let me
Thank
ask-
you for
let me ask-
honoring my lived experience.
What if that teacher was James Spader?
I mean, I would die. I would die.
I mean, here's the thing. In her
Yeah, same.
case, that teacher is Marth.
Marth.
Oh, well, all right.
She is horny for Marth, which is why it brings it down to D tier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
was
mean,
gonna say, Marth
that's
is a
a-
name that radiates anti-sex.
I don't know about that. Oh, that
Marv.
Twinkie sword boy.
I'm just saying the name. I'm going off nothing but the name. Marth.
The way
Marth. It is a bad name.
The way like fandoms lust after the most bland twinks
Yeah.
in anime, like I think you're not degrading her sexuality at all. She not only wants Marth, she wants him in weird ways that she can't even express or understand.
I
good for her.
love John's gambit to start talking about Marth because it means we skip Luigi and Mario, which is the funniest thing in the world.
We're not on Marth yet.
I was just saying.
Marth.
So
That
anyway,
is her
Marth,
teacher.
Luigi.
God. Not as high as Daisy, because we know
Nowhere
Daisy has
near
never
that.
been
Sure.
satisfied.
No, Luigi, I think, wishes he was hornier for Daisy.
Aw,
This
Oh,
makes
that's
that
sense
is
sweet.
true. Yeah.
Like, he's like, I can't. The only reason we have an open relationship is because I literally cannot satisfy you.
I will die.
I would become a husk. I will be mummified.
My vibe for the two of them has always been that they didn't choose that shit at all. That people see them as like sub Daisy and sub Mario, and they're like, oh, it'd be cute if they were together too. There's no historical precedent for that shit. When Daisy showed up in a video game, Mario had to go fucking rescue her.
I think everybody who is playing tennis together is fucking each other. I feel like
I don't mean that in video games. I do mean that.
Yeah, I mean that in real life too. It's just like you've got Waluigi and Wario, you've got Mario and Peach, you've got Luigi and Daisy.
Okay.
Especially
think
with
they're a
how
team-
horny Daisy is, I think what happens, he shows up for tennis, and he's like getting ready in the locker room, and Daisy like closes the door, and he's like, "Oh no, you've come into the wrong locker room," and she just like approaches him slowly and grabs him by the scruff of his overalls.
Look, she dreams about double team Luigi Gooigi.
Sure, yeah. Oh,
I'm sure she's hinted at it a bunch of times, and he's like, oh no, he's a scarier ghost.
Who is Daisy hooked up with on field that she like is somehow getting somewhat satisfied in her life? Like,
The
who
answer
else
is
is
yes.
she fucking? Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think she literally opens field and selects every single person, and then immediately, if anybody sends a message to her, she's like, "When let's meet up now." Let's meet now.
Yeah, started with that Tatanga, and it all went downhill from there.
Love it.
right.
Love it.
She getting thwomped. You know what I'm saying?
Is Luigi approaching the mortal limit because he's trying for Daisy?
I think so. I don't.
Yeah.
But does that mean he's not horny in and of himself?
If you're trying to be horny, then you're not especially horny.
Again,
But I think he's
trying to
hornier
be
than-
horny at the human limit of horniness.
Exactly. He's like, I have reached what I can do. There is limits. I am but a man.
Yeah. And I think it is like mostly kind of swirling around her. I'm trying to decide. I'm deciding whether he goes above or below Fox.
Below.
I think
Below
below,
Fox.
yeah, because Fox definitely. I don't know. Weirdly, because like Fox, no matter what, would still have the energy left to jerk off, whereas Luigi's like, I truly can't. Like,
Sure.
I'll dehydrate.
Yeah.
This is just a water conservation
He's just got
issue for my body.
pallets of Gatorade.
He has a salt lick next to the bench
Sure.
just to make up for it.
I mean, that's in case he brings a deer person home too. Mario.
S tier.
Not.
Yeah, this
no,
is S tier. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
We're about to
my
come to
god.
blows.
Hey Bob, he'll fucking die for it. He'll die multiple times. He'll experience the excruciating indignity of oblivion for just a whiff of it.
Indignity of oblivion. Okay, fine. Fine. He's not as hot. He is third on that S tier.
He wants
he can be at the bottom of S. That's fine.
He wants
Yeah.
it more than Ganondorf. He wants it more than Ganondorf. Yeah, because Ganondorf has the power to seek out and get these things. He's got this cosmic power. He's part of the Triforce. Mario is a plumber from the fucking Bronx.
and no one is hornier than a plumber from the Bronx.
Have you seen that Bob Hoskins movie?
Hey, look,
Yeah.
you bring that movie into it, and he goes to the top of S tier.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bob Hoskins can fuck. Yeah.
What if we bring in Captain Lou Albano?
S tier, even higher.
Okay, yeah.
Every depiction of Mario makes him hornier.
Except for the Chris Pratt one.
Chris Pratt. Chris
Yeah.
Pratt puts him down to D.
Yeah.
I truly think because Mario is, going through the magic portal. Mario is a creature from our world that becomes embroiled in this massive kingdom-spanning sex game. I think he has deeper desires. He is, very much like Goku. He's broken past his limits to ascend. Where I
He
think
has
Ganondorf
gone
hasn't
even
had to
further
work for
beyond.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's
I
the
s-
type of thing where you transport to another world, and the leader of a kingdom of mushroom people is like, there's a lizard man, and he desperately wants to fuck me, but only if someone comes and steals me back. And for you to go, oh, I'm on board. I'm fully game for that. Let's do
Let's
this
go.
immediately. Like, wahoo! And then you're just like, great, we're going to do that. I'll get hit by a fireball. I don't even give a shit. I'll do every drug imaginable on the way to getting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This dude, horny.
Okay. All right.
He'll do it in any genre. He'll play basketball for it.
That's true. I mean, I've never played basketball for dick in my life, which shows how much I'm committed.
Yeah.
All right. This is Marv.
I don't even know who that is. Just put him in E and let's pretend there aren't any more Fire Emblems.
I was gonna say, what did it say about Marth?
All right. E.
Describes him as squeamish and almost childlike side. Fuck that man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Mega Man.
The Blue
Mega
Bomber.
He's a robot man. I don't know.
He's a
Yeah.
robot.
He's a robot man who spends all of his time fighting and demonstrating his mastery over other guys also named Something Man.
And also, critically, Robot Masters.
Yes.
Let me get up in those guts, man.
And then he takes something from them and uses it to master the next one.
Yeah, that's pretty horny.
Okay.
I'd say he's at least a B.
Okay. Yeah, I think the big question is B or A here. I don't think he's
I'm
hornier
fine with a
than
high B.
Incineroar. Actually,
No.
I
yeah.
cannot wrap my
No.
brain around him being an A.
I think
No, he's a B.
He's higher than DDD, lower than Captain Falcon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Meta
He's
Knight.
also my Smash main, so I really needed to rally for the guy.
Sure. Meta Knight.
Oh, yeah, Meta Knight's up there. You know how we were trying to put DDD really, really high? Meta Knight is the one who was actually really, really high.
Okay. I can definitely go along with this, mainly because my child loves Kirby.
No.
And to the point where they have been watching the 2000s-ish Kirby animated series where
wow.
fucking King DDD sounds like a southern gentleman.
Fucking Truman Capote DDD. I love
Well,
that.
no,
I
not
just
Truman
may
Capote,
be a
more
simple
Yosemite Sam.
penguin monarch, but
I gotta get that Kirby.
I love
that's kind of
this.
where he's at.
Bring me
And
my mint julep and a rocket hammer.
Meta Knight sounds exactly like Puss in Boots from Shrek.
Oh.
oh shit. Okay, well,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's an
pretty
A-tier
fucking
voice.
horny. The question is A or S, and I'm gonna make an argument for S.
Okay.
I think he is autosexual. He's really, really into himself. He needs
Oh.
to defeat strong opponents and then jerk off about how strong he is.
He's the Vega of
That's
Smash
hot.
until they put Vega in Smash.
I like it. All right, I'm on board.
Sure,
Low
it's fine.
S tier for
I'd put him
Meta
at the
Knight.
bottom of S as it stands right now.
And this is Mewtwo.
Oh, Mewtwo is like
He
a
is-
D or E. He's too angry.
no, I put him at E. He is just a rage monster at the moment. Like, maybe if that wasn't the case, he could think about something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say there's some argument to make him horny in a sort of Kesha way, where like He's just
Go
so
on.
angry because he wants to be dumb. He wants to go back to being just an animal and just going to by his animalistic instincts.
Oh.
He's so mad you forced him into sentience.
Interesting. I
got there a Kesha way.
He sounds because okay, then we're assuming that he is attracted to animals and feels weird about the fact that he can't have sex with animals ethically because he understands fully how their brains work. All right, I'll put him at the
him at E.
high side of E. There's a desire, but there's
there's
complications.
a whole lot of characters on this list that are way less horny than the internet is about them. And, I'm sorry for that.
All right. This is the Me Brawlers.
Oh, I mean,
Can we just pretend they're children?
I was going to say, can we put them in NA?
Okay.
There's no personality to them.
Yeah.
If we were doing the individual costumes and we had like Dovahkiin and Cuphead and stuff to discuss, then sure.
Sure. You're right. There's no established personality for these things. Mr. Game & Watch.
Mr. Game and likes to watch? Come on.
Yeah.
He's
game
high.
and
He's very
he's
high.
high up there.
There's no canonical personality to associate with him, but he's so high up there. He turns into a squid.
He judges other people with a friggin' like a Olympic voting sign.
Okay.
He's one of the gym club, and he's in there being like 8
inches, 8.
Throw sausages at the sex.
Oh yeah.
Then is he an A or a B?
I feel like he thinks in his mind he's an A, but he's not getting the play that an A deserves, so he's probably stuck at B.
Okay. Is he a high B?
I'd say I'd put him above Captain Falcon, honestly. My inclination was to put Falcon below B. But
that's fair. I think Falcon is where he should be, and Game & Watch is above that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is Olimar.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is the other one also on? No, he wouldn't be. We would have already seen him.
Yeah.
Alf.
Olimar is interesting.
He's into biology.
I can't agree with you on that.
Okay, fair.
Apparently he can be salty sometimes, which I like. So, he's got some kind of personality in there.
Willing to enslave the population of a planet to see whatever goal met.
Encouraged to as well.
Yeah.
Like
I
they
don't like
want to be
that.
enslaved. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting hornier.
Oh no.
Now I kind of want to put him at the low end of the mortal limit.
Sure. Go ahead.
He's experienced something that many of us cannot. And it's
Digging little
transformed
men
him.
out of the ground and then throwing them at problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe for some of you.
Get good.
For John, that was a Tuesday.
Pac-Man.
Oh, gotta be at least in a B.
He's a B.
I think he's
Least.
higher than that.
Oh, for
no,
sure.
that's a floor.
I'm
That's a
saying
floor.
that is the floor.
Low S for me. He
Oh, really?
is so into Vor, and we have no
That's
idea what those power
true.
pellets are made of. But
Oh, he is
he's
They're
going
impulse.
to get
high
eaten
out of his mind.
and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I believe it. That's S. Low S, but
Low
that's
He's
S.
S.
100% an S. Him and the ghosts have an understanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're chasing him and then he reverses the power dynamic and he's chasing them. He's a guy who knows about bottoming from the top.
Yep. Palutena? Is that her name?
Yes.
Okay.
She's kind of mischievous.
And she is a goddess. I mean, that really
Yeah.
does kind of mean
Yeah.
that she's
That
Yeah.
bumps you up a few
way
points.
up.
She's at least B, if not A.
Yeah.
And she's also extraordinarily flexible. She's like the only character in the game where you can change what her powers are. She's got so much flexibility to her that I have to assume that translates into other aspects of her life. I would happily vote for her at B.
Big switch.
B. Okay.
She's also
Above or
got that
below
dummy
K.
mommy
Rule.
thing where she's huge. Yeah.
Oh,
or is it
below
above
K.
or below
Rool.
Daisy? Is Daisy the dividing line here?
Between Duck Hunt and Daisy.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think-
Wow.
I think Duckhound Daisy has crazy intensity, but that might also just be because she's crazy. Like we can't be sure.
Sure.
But-
Well, and I would argue that Palutena can like have higher heights because she's just
Because goddess.
goddess. Yeah.
Also, like she's like 9 feet tall. She's got that Dommy Mommy vibe going on. She can use controlling magic to stand you in your place. She is. I think she's a lot of people's fantasy.
Princess Peach.
Put her in the A. Give her the whole trifecta.
Yeah.
Is she A and not S?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I meant to say
Yeah.
yes. My bad.
Where does she stand on it? Is she above Mario?
I would
below
say-
Mario.
Between Mario and Bowser.
That's exactly where I would put her.
Oh, yeah.
That's where.
That's where she
Because
wants
that's
to
where
be.
she belongs.
Yep. Great. Piranha Plant.
A.
Sure.
That is a creature of raw hungers.
Above or below Little Mac?
Below.
Between Daisy and Donkey Kong is where I'd probably put this thing.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know if anyone
I
else
would-
is going to stop
I
me
would
on that.
buy that. I'll put it there for now unless I hear other arguments.
No, I'm with you.
My sub main. I'm happy to see him placing high.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
Oh, you got to scroll down. I can't see it
This
either.
is another anime.
I think that's Roy.
Yeah, it's probably another Fire Emblem.
No,
Just put it
Roy's
in the
over here.
image.
Roy's got red hair.
Oh,
Oh.
is this Marth?
No.
No,
No.
Marth. Oh, okay. That means it's. I don't remember.
Is this Boy Bayleth? We haven't hit Bayleth yet. I think.
Could
Hey,
be.
chat goes. Who the fuck is this nerd?
We can't tell. We need help.
We can't identify this creature.
Jesus. Yeah, no idea.
All right.
On sheer vibes, I'm gonna say normal human sexuality.
Okay. I can definitely go along with that. Sheer vibes, big chin. I'm
I feel
gonna
like that's
put.
got to be.
Oh, is
gotta be
that
Roy.
Richter Belmont?
Oh, wait a
no,
minute.
Oh.
It's Richter. Oh shit, it's Richter.
Oh no,
You can
Richter
strike-
Never
Belmont.
mind. We're going way higher.
Hold on.
Way higher. Way higher.
Richter Belmont is like high B, if not A.
Yeah. I mean,
I
he's
would
the
agree.
star of friggin' Symphony of the Night. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
God,
A
I'm-
star.
So glad I figured that one out in time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That would have been very sad. Okay.
He's a B.
B above or below Captain Falcon?
I would say
Above.
okay.
You gotta be so horny to fight all those Draculas.
Just being around all those Draculas
Yeah.
increases your horniness.
Ridley.
Ridley is so horny.
Sure.
Ridley is a
Ridley-
space pirate. That is a naturally horny profession.
And also is like can't let anything go. Is like
Yeah.
obsessive. Clearly like a nutcase.
Willing to get cybernetically upgraded to just keep coming after Samus.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same sort of energy as the K. Rool Donkey Kong thing. It has that Ganondorf energy, that obsessive need for a person.
So then above or below K. Rule is, I think, the question.
Below K. Rule
Yeah,
doesn't
K.
have the
Rool
raw
enjoys it more.
energy, but right next to K. Rule because again, they're both extremely horny pirates.
That's where pirates go, is the top of A tier.
Top of A tier for pirates.
Rob.
Rob
Rob is
A robot.
fully functional in all forms of pleasure.
Yep.
seem
Knows
like
how to put a spin on it.
but has no sexuality because is not a which is not even asexual. That's NA. Because
Naturally
like
an expert in handling tops. I can keep doing this all day.
I mean,
Put
yeah.
Rob-
Bob, would you make the argument that a sex toy is asexual then?
no, I would say a sex toy does not. Asexual is like a position on sexuality. A sex
Sure.
toy does not have a position on sexuality.
Okay, and
a
that's
sex
why
toy
you're
is an
arguing
object.
NA.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
I'll put it. Oh yeah, I'll put Rob at the top of NA.
the
Yeah,
top of
is
NA.
the
Like that
sexiest.
slightly sexier than all these children. Thank you.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hey, not sexier,
Slightly hornier. I don't know what the
All
fuck
right.
this thing is.
I think
Wait,
that
scroll
might
back down,
be
scroll back down.
other Robin. Other Robin?
Yeah,
Are
that's
they
one of the
doing
Robins.
the Robins separately? Okay, I'll just put them together.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, if you could find the other one.
I don't know. That might be a Xenogear. The art style looks different.
Wait, who are the Xenogears? You've got
There's
Baleth
Sulk.
and Pyrath and
No,
Sul-
Baleth is a fire emblem.
Are we at the Shulk?
Mirtha? No, not Mirtha. Mithra?
Mithra and Pyrrha.
Mithra
Yeah,
and
but
Pyrrha are over
we're
here.
not there yet, I don't
there.
think.
Where
No,
is
those
Shulk?
that's on the bottom row.
Maybe that is Shulk.
Shulk's between Sheik and Simon Belmont.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Then,
So this is a Robin.
okay, great.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right. It looks so different, but okay.
Yeah, it looks
All
like a
right.
Final Fantasy Tactics character.
All right. What's her name? Rosalina.
Oh, she seems like such a MILF.
I feel like this
Yes.
is the person that Daisy actually fucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Daisy's
because
most regular hookup, I think.
yeah, like I'm still on my whole kick about how I don't think Luigi and Daisy get together. I think they feel forced to by society.
I mean,
But-
and you're wrong about that, and you're welcome to be wrong about that. We welcome.
I'm going to
opinions
continue
here.
being wrong about that for forever.
I
But-
might have agreed with you before Luigi absorbed Luigi's psychic energy and gained a libido.
Okay, that's fair.
Rosalina, though, automatically we're looking around the BA range. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like, according to the internet, anytime a woman exceeds 8 feet tall, it also comes with an accompanying increase in horniness.
Sure.
And she's enormous.
Hornier than a piranha plant?
Hornier than a piranha plant. Just below Daisy? Is that what?
Yeah, do we want to put her below Daisy?
Yeah.
I think she wants to put her below Daisy.
Sure.
That sounds good. They
Yeah,
belong
okay.
together.
That's fine.
We're finally at Roy.
Oh, Jesus.
This is someone who loves edging.
I sure hope there are people in the chat who are here because of Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Just fucking love that Fire Emblem.
This game has too many boring sword guys with blue hair.
It does
Well, this
have a
is
lot
a
of
sword
that.
guy with red hair.
Yeah, that's why
He's got to wear the blue
important.
headband, so he feels like he belongs.
It is strange that he wears a headband.
I'm
That is
gonna-
a very 90s move.
I'm
I
gonna
think the
put
headband
in-
is part of it.
I feel like he's around Ken somewhere. He's like a higher point of healthy adult sexuality.
Higher than Ken?
Okay.
No, I
higher
was
than-
I was
You're
saying
asking.
not
Question
higher than
mark.
Ken. There was a big question mark.
Right?
I
I think
don't
below
think-
Ken.
Yeah,
I think
below Ken.
below Ken because that way he sits in that blob of other boring Fire Emblems.
Hello, Ken.
All
Love
right.
it.
Ryu. I'll just
Oh.
slide
Asexual.
him over to
Ace.
asexual.
Yeah, Ryu is
Oh,
fight
below Jigglypuff,
sexual.
for sure.
Yeah, he has never cared about sex in his life and never
And
will.
below Dark Samus for sure.
Yeah.
Rio had fun once and it was awful.
Samus,
Very driven by her job.
Yeah.
which is bounty
Doesn't-
hunter, which is we've agreed an inherently
That
sexual
is a
job.
sexy job. And is in this kind of thing with Ridley. Even
I think
though it's
she
not
is above
sexual.
Ken. I think
Okay.
she gets the D for Ken. And, we'll revisit when we get to Zero Suit.
Yeah, Zero Suit's on
Yeah.
another level.
Because
Sheik.
then she's out of the uniform.
Yeah. She works hard and
Sheik.
plays hard.
Chic.
Sheik's pretty sexy.
Yeah, Sheik.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. I'm looking in the B's for Sheik, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
We already discussed when you change your identity, you come into your own, you become more sexually
Yeah.
empowered. And Sheik is nothing but a change in identity.
but I think
Absolutely.
not as horny as Incineroar, but more horny than Mr. Game & Watch.
Do you think more horny than Mr. Game & Watch? I would say less horny than Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, and
He's
like
game
we've
and he watches.
established that the reason that Captain Falcon is here because he's having anonymous sex at truck stops. Do we
Okay.
think Sheik is there or below.
You know what? That's a good point. You're right.
Sheik isn't doing anything anonymously. Sheik plans.
Sheik is below Captain Falcon.
Okay.
And hornier than Mega Man, who has a weird dominance thing with every robot that he's ever met.
Yeah.
And every doctor.
I think Sheik plans the play parties.
That's fair.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, she's that person at the sex club who runs the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's useful.
Well, no, I know. Love that person.
Yeah.
All right. This is Shulk, who I think might be young enough that we can just not talk about him.
Hey, great. I would love that.
Great.
He's the exact same age as Pyrrha and Mithra, so if you're taking him, you gotta take them. I'm pretty sure he's an adult.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I don't give a fuck about either of them.
Okay. Another Belmont here.
Well, yeah, that's
The
Simon.
other
You put
Simon.
him wherever Richter is and one higher.
Okay. Great. Let me find theirs.
Because he doesn't like pants and Richter does.
Sure. Solid Snake.
So, he fucks so hard. He
Yes,
fucks
he
so
does.
hard. He's like maybe low S or high A.
I think he's definitely below S, but he is just so enamored with learning anything he can about any type of sex.
Yeah.
He's just like, what is that, Chief? Felching?
So he's fucked his way, especially all the high shooters in Smash. He is hooked up with all of them as like a intelligence gathering exercise.
Oh, yeah. He
And like half of
wants
them
to
know.
know.
Okay.
A lot of them just think they had sex with a cardboard box.
Sure.
And a lot of them are very into that.
Yeah. That's definitely how he hooked up with Captain Falcon. I mean, we've already established him as a glory hole guy. And here's a person who 90% of the time is a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Love
I'm okay. Where in A do we think he falls?
Not as high as King Karul.
No, maybe not.
No.
Above or below Daisy?
I think below the piranha plant.
Yeah,
Below
below
the
Piranha,
piranha
above
plant.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah.
Sure. Sonic, the Blue Blur, Sex Doula.
Sex doula.
That guy got extra fast so he could run away from sex.
Yeah.
No, Jeff, you can't.
He's
be
running
wronger
towards the
about that.
Lord, okay?
How about somewhere
That's not
in
fan art
healthy,
Sonic. That's regular Sonic.
How about
But the
somewhere in
Smash
healthy
versions are
adult
all of
sexuality?
it. All of it is there.
Shadow, horny. Sonic, not horny.
Not horny,
He's horny
yeah.
for the Lord.
Let's establish that in the Sonic universe, Shadow is the Terry Bogard, Sonic is the Andy Bogard, which means he's afraid of sex, and he got fast just so he can deal with it, and he's still married to someone he hates.
Sonic is married to someone he hates.
Not really. I think he's just constantly being pursued by Amy Rose.
I thought he
Sonic
was-
Sonic has
I'm-
kissed or had sex with a human woman. I know that.
What?
I know that's canon.
Yeah,
I-
Sonic 2006 did happen. He didn't have sex with her. He just kissed her to wake her up.
Oh, we don't fucking know that, boys. They didn't show that part for sure.
You said canon. I'm just going by what's canon.
Sure. I think Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hornier
fucks.
than Cloud for sure.
He's at least a D, but he is a D.
Okay, hornier than Ken, less horny than Ken.
Hornier than Falco, less horny than Link.
Okay.
Anyone
Sure.
else?
I don't want to fight too long on this, but I do think you're wrong.
Okay, well, you can put him where you want. You're the boss.
This is a
It's your-
committee.
it's your network.
I am honoring the project.
Wow.
You shouldn't.
Villager.
Villager.
Less horny than Isabel by a country mile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But into more fucked up things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Villager basically is that old stand-up routine about how the best sex you've ever had is with a guy who lives in a treehouse and believes in giants. The Villager is that guy in the treehouse. The Villager is a fucking lunatic that just runs around on an island gathering everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
True.
slept with this guy. He blew your back out, but he has a mattress on the floor and 3 tarantulas.
Yeah. and when the sex was over, he got up and ran away And then he found him in the yard, like taking apart a lawnmower.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
that guy.
Oh, we got another top shooter here. Wii Sports.
That Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer.
We Fit Trainer.
That's not the
Goddamn
only
right.
kind of training she does.
So the Wii Fit Trainer is probably the pinnacle of A tier or the pinnacle of B tier. They're
Yeah.
the best there is at that, but they don't really crave it. It's their it's their job.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
because I don't think, like, she likes fitness, but does she hunger for it? Does she?
Fuck
She
live,
likes
don't live to fuck.
fitness in her mouth, is what she likes. I would be willing to go. I think the lowest I'll go is like the top of B, maybe below Incineroar.
I would put her just above Incineroar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
They're definitely in the top 0.01% OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yes. Wolf.
Oh, where's Cloud?
Wolf.
Because right just above Cloud.
Yeah.
Sure. I think above Cloud by margins. Like
Yeah.
It might even be low B. Because he is,
Okay.
again, someone who's gotten cybernetic enhancements about
I
how much he
could
wants
see him
fuck
going to the
Cloud.
bottom of B.
Wolf is essentially the Star Fox universe most interesting man in the world. And
Oh,
Fox is
that's
someone
hot.
dressed as that for Halloween. Yeah, so B
That's
is perfect for
pretty
Wolf.
sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Complicated one, Yoshi.
I wonder
Oh,
what his
man.
eggs smell like.
I wonder if he gets embarrassed when he poos out an egg.
I would like to smell it, haha.
I do love Yoshi.
I love Yoshi too, but I feel like Yoshi is. We've been
Probably
doing this with the
ace.
Pokemon where we're saying, like, that's an animal. Yoshi is a horse. I know she's a horse. I know he's a dinosaur.
Yoshi's,
But
a,
Yoshi's
horse, which means he goes above some fire emblems.
Yes.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Below Sheik.
Below Sheik. We
Oh,
know
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Would
I think-
probably be C.
I was
Mortal
going to say
Limit?
bottom of the mortal limit.
Bottom
Yeah.
of the mortal limit. Yeah, a little bit more task-oriented than Link.
Yeah.
Plus, you know how complicated it is to fuck Zelda? You have to save the whole world.
Yeah.
Sure, but that doesn't. That
But that's
doesn't
not her fault.
say how long she's thinking about sex while you're saving the world.
That's fair. But you do have to save the world.
Yeah.
God.
Or you're Ganondorf. All right. Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, see, this is
Suits
play
are
party
off.
Samus. Yeah.
It's the end of the work day. She can let her hair down and go buck wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it above or below Terry? Or are we above or below the mortal limit? here?
Oh, we're above the mortal limit at this
We're in
point.
the B's.
She's
This
got
is above
cybernetic
Sheik.
enhancements.
I'd say above Sheik and below Captain Falcon. They have the same vibe where they would be into hooking up with whoever at the party. But I feel like Zero Suit's more likely to enforce hard limits and knows.
Sure. All right. Ice climbers separately.
Should we not just put them with the ice climbers together? But I
This
don't
is
know.
only if anyone
this
has-
is after the
Yeah.
divorce.
Oh,
This is
after
for
the
anyone who
divorce.
has strong opinions on either Nana or Popo.
This is post-divorce ice climbers.
Okay. I
Look, Popo can
don't
get
know
it.
enough about them separately to have an opinion. I'm sorry.
There isn't. We're inventing it now. This is new
Okay.
science.
I feel like a weirdo for knowing their names.
You are a weirdo for knowing their names.
Nana probably. I mean, okay. Do you think they broke up over sex in some
Yes.
way?
I think
See-
one
Okay.
of them is the problem, and I'm looking at Popo.
I
Okay.
think Popo higher horniness because not getting it.
Okay.
Interesting.
But-
and Nana is healthy adult sexuality right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Or
Nana's
below
like,
Falco.
yeah, I'm fine, normal, healthy adult, and Popo is like, I'm so horny and no one will fuck me now that I am divorced because I have huge divorced energy.
Bottom of mortal limit. Okay. We got it. We found it.
But hey, at least he
Wario.
sleeps in a race car bed.
Oh,
Wario,
S tier.
so fuckable.
S
S tier.
Above Mario?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I need to confirm.
Just absolutely gross, insatiable monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the dream.
It's like the level of insatiability that Daisy has, but with every single kink that has ever existed and a few that haven't.
Yeah. Wario is the closest the Mario universe can get to a straight up old school Roman emperor.
Yeah. I love
Sure.
that.
Sure. Yeah. I definitely agree with that assessment. This brings us to Joker persona. There's a teenager, right? Like,
Yeah,
he's a
that's a
teenager,
child.
so pretty high.
He dates in his own game, which is why we don't need to put him in the children list.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he
then is he normal, like healthy adult sexuality?
he can fuck his own teacher, so he's
That's a C. If you have the capacity to fuck your teacher, and if your teacher is James Spader, that's a C.
yeah. You bump that Joker up.
Okay. Okay. I'm putting him now at the bottom of mortal limit.
Okay.
The hero.
All right. Hero of
Oh,
what is
God.
it called?
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
There's a
I
lot
have
of different
no
Gokus
idea.
in there.
Yeah,
I
there's
have
like-
no idea.
There's like 4 playable characters here, but I'm just going off the core one
'Cause-
from 11.
You can choose like the personality, and there's like a billion different personalities you can have, right? For the hero?
There are all of the Dragon Quest games don't really have a lot of personality for the main character in them.
Oh, okay.
You can pick like 4 of the main characters. Like that's like 4 people in that one selection,
Yeah.
but they don't
The
matter.
fuck? Okay.
Um,
Well,
I would
let's
say he's
say-
probably a D or an E. Like I'd say an E. In his own
Okay.
game, he doesn't hook up with. He doesn't do shit.
Yep. There we go.
okay.
Top of E. All right. We've got Banjo and Kazooie.
I mean,
Together.
right up there with
Boys.
Duck Hunt.
They're Duck Hunt too.
They're
Yeah.
Duck Hunting it.
It's a type of duck hunt. Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
The two of the groups of them get together and just bitterly argue.
Above
'Cause
or
they're doing it
below
wrong.
duck hunt?
You don't think they're like doing
Below
some
Duck Hunt.
swingers
There you go.
stuff?
Oh, the two of them, like those two groups, definitely fuck.
Yeah. They fuck, but they always
for sure
argue
bird
about it
swap.
afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Cute.
have they? I bet you they bird swapped once, just once.
And then
And they
Duck
were like-
hated it.
Exactly.
You
you
always
didn't
wanted me to
laugh
do
at me
egg
once.
stuff. I don't do egg stuff.
Also, like when the dog was laughing at Kazooie, Kazooie did not understand what that was about.
No.
Banjo alone.
What?
Nice Banjo alone.
I don't
That's not-
understand.
That doesn't
why.
exist. Put that in NA.
Put that in
Yeah.
NA. That's not a thing.
That
not a
doesn't
thing.
make any
That doesn't
sense.
exist.
Banjo has never been alone.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is male Byleth, which I consider the non-canonical Byleth. So, this is the only Fire Emblem that I'm making a case for being relatively high, because
Go ahead.
the story of Three Houses or whatever is that Byleth is the teacher at like a military academy, and then gets like some sort of like curse put on them where they're only revived from the curse like 10 years later, and all of their students are suddenly adults and they
Oh, yeah.
fuck them all.
It is. Three
Wow.
Houses is the most like smutty
Isekai ass.
fanfic.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I'm the teacher and I couldn't possibly have sex with my very sexy students. Oh, I fell asleep for 10 years and now I can?
You won't believe what happens next. Dial 1-900 for more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's quite high.
Yeah.
I think we're either looking around the mortal limit or slightly above.
I feel like
Okay.
the bottom of B feels right to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking all the students in your school? That's low B tier shit.
Yeah. That's rookie numbers.
Min Min
Well,
from Arms.
Is Min Min a full adult?
Min Min's an adult. Yeah, she owns and
Okay.
operates a ramen shop.
I thought it was her family's, but I
Oh, okay.
I don't know enough to be
Yeah.
fully. Aren't they
I
also
do not.
robots? So it doesn't matter. Or
mean-
aren't
then
not
how would a
robots?
robot have a family?
I don't know if a robot has an age, or
Mega Man
we
has a
think
little
about
sister.
robot in terms of sexuality in the same way. I don't know.
Mega Man has both a little older brother and a little sister.
That's
Oh.
true. That's true.
This is well above my pay grade. I don't know then.
Everyone here Googling is Min Min an adult, and the
Yeah.
police are still waiting outside my garage. Yes, Min Min is considered an adult in the ARMS universe, where you can look at the character profiles. She's listed as 18.
Okay.
Okay.
We also know she's 5'5".
Oh,
all
tiny.
right. Okay. Well, short. I don't know. I guess. Is her whole family? Do they have the arms thing? Is everybody in arms and arms?
I think only the people in that universe who do the fighting have the arms thing. I'm not
Okay.
sure though.
I think
no one,
getting the arms put in is a pervert move.
yeah. To me, she's a Goku. She's exactly as horny as Goku. Not Goku. Naruto.
Naruto.
Oh, okay.
She's exactly as horny as Naruto.
Which is to say that she is only horny for ramen.
Only horny for Sasuke?
And Sasuke.
Also, I do love on her official stats that she has the lowest of arm girth. So
Low arm girth. Okay, she got them installed, and she's like,
That just
no
lets her
girth
pull off.
for me.
Yeah. I'm a finesse woman.
yeah.
I
Also,
wanna be
her
able to
maxed
fist
stat
it.
is love of ramen.
This makes me think it's low mortal limit or high healthy adult sexuality. It can't be healthy adult sexuality. She got the arms surgery.
Yeah.
It's
So,
low mortal limit.
Low mortal limit is
Okay.
right.
Higher than Popo?
Higher than Popo. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Popo won't go
Oh,
to
Steve.
therapy about it, but she
No.
got the arms surgery. Great. Steve Minecraft.
Steve is low poly Daisy. Look at the eyes.
Oh, fuck,
No.
you're right. Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Is that
Aren't you tired of being
higher-
nice?
Higher, higher or lower than Daisy?
It might be higher, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
hate that
this.
for me. I hate
I
that
hate
for
I
that
me.
hate
for
this.
humanity.
I hate this so much.
Is this the first
upsetting.
time you guys are noticing this? It's low poly Daisy.
Ugh.
You're right. That's inarguable.
Gross, and I hate it.
I just
Yay,
need to change. If
Sephiroth.
his shirt was yellow, they'd be the same.
Mhm.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Oh, where's
Sephiroth,
Cloud again?
S tier.
Why
S
don't we put
tier.
it like D or something? Yeah, Sephiroth.
I think
S tier.
Sephiroth is S tier. Yeah. Sephiroth.
He's not one of those reshapes the world for his goals thing.
Yeah. Critically, I have been playing Final Fantasy Dissidia, the fighting game Final Fantasy, and it does have a story mode. And Sephiroth's whole deal in Cloud's story mode is Cloud and all of the good guys need to get some kind of crystal to save the world. And Sephiroth helps Cloud get the crystals so that he can say to him, I need you to know that you were only able to achieve this because I pushed you to do it. Which is
Oh,
the
that's hot.
horniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
And then he was like, by the way, this crystal isn't charged. We should probably charge
Fuck
this
me
crystal.
about that. Yeah. The question is, how high does he get on this list?
Above Meta Knight.
Above Meta Knight,
Yeah,
yeah.
above Meta
Below
Knight.
Yeah.
Ganondorf?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
One question I have about him, is he the only person on the list who is a canonical murderer?
I mean, he's the only one on the list that we've seen have prolonged penetration.
Ridley has definitely murdered people.
Yeah.
Canonically, like on screen?
Maybe.
Solid Snake has murdered people.
Oh, yeah, Solid Snake
Okay,
has
that's
murdered
fair,
so
that's
many
fair.
people.
Solid Snake's a murderer. Yeah.
Okay.
And the
okay.
piranha plant.
I guess we're not doing Piras and
Yeah,
whatever,
great. Get him
so
out of here.
Great. What's his name from Tekken?
Heihachi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kazuya.
that
No, it's not
guy.
Heihachi.
Kazuya, you
It's
nerds.
Kazuma or whatever. Yeah.
He
Kazuya.
has so many
Kazuya?
fucking
I don't fucking know.
scars. He is
Kazuya.
so.
I don't know.
He's
Less
come on.
horny than his
horny as
dad.
shit. This guy is low S tier.
Yeah,
I played
he's
the new
high-
Tekken.
High A because his dad is 10 times hornier.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's hot. What's his dad's name? Can I find him?
Oh, his dad got thrown
Heihachi.
into a volcano, so.
God
And then
damn
he
it!
got over it.
All the good
He
men.
got better?
Heihachi has been killed so many times and he's fine.
Okay.
Okay, great.
He's still around, but he has so many illegitimate kids, and he keeps making them.
Beautiful.
Heihachi is the horniest guy in Tekken, and that's a weird list.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Man,
folks.
should I do an episode on Tekken?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. I don't even play Tekken that much, and that list is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta
great.
get at that list.
That said, it's not as good as the Soul Calibur list.
Oh,
And
Oh, the
they
Soul
have-
Calibur list is freaks.
yeah.
and they have
they're
shared characters.
full freaks.
So you could definitely do them both at once.
Oh, well, but I would want to do them separately so that way I
okay.
could really get into the...
That's fair.
I mean, I want to keep the science pure.
I
Yeah.
get you.
Okay.
And then finally,
All right.
who's this?
This is
That-
Bayonetta.
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 Oh, God. Oh, I mean, this is another cosmic horny level.
This is like S tier. It is.
Yeah.
The question is, does she think about it and want it more
Nope. No.
than the Marios? We'll just start there.
Here's the
Mario
thing.
family.
Bayonetta exudes sexuality and uses it to her advantage. But that's mostly reacting to the male gaze. Her real life is that she's in love with that other witch that's in those games.
Yeah.
You
And-
don't
and
think
she-
she bangs people about that? I think she bangs people about
I think
that.
she bangs another witch about that.
An important thing that Alex Roberts introduced to the Bayonetta canon that I think really needs to be kept close to hand is that Bayonetta is a creature so immersed in sexuality she literally cannot perceive children. They
Oh, that's
just-
beautiful.
It's like there's like a fuzzy haze in the air. She's just not capable of seeing them. I think there's no. She's fully invested in this. There's nothing not serious about her sexuality. It's just to me, it's really a question of starting with the Marios. Does she want it and think about it more? And to be clear, the canon story of her games is that she's torn apart the cosmic order of heaven. She is exterminating heaven with horny witch magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm like,
pretty
she's got to
hot.
be an S because she's one of the cosmic hornies.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. Given the choice, I would have put her at B because I feel like Bayonetta is defined by if you think I'm sexy, that's a you problem. Like she is so effortless about what she does and why. And
You don't do the things that she does if she's not excited about it. That's this like take on Bayo is like weird to me.
okay.
That like cuz that's implying that somebody else is dressing her up.
I mean, she is a character in a video game.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they all are.
we
So
can't
let's all
think of
put them
these-
at
yeah.
E tier then.
Yeah, they're all fake. Great.
They can't all have Cristiano Ronaldo in them like that one fighting game. Fine, put her in S tier. I'm not going to fight
She's
it too hard.
in S tier. Where?
Good.
You do not have any sort of say in
I-
this. You have been overruled.
Fine, I'm not arguing.
think surely maybe more than Mario, but not more than Wario. I feel like I know
Oh,
that I'm
interesting.
dividing.
It's a weird divide, and I'm willing to get behind it.
I can see this. Yeah.
Because I
All
mean,
right.
Wario doesn't have that kind of cosmic power, but if he had it, goddamn, he would use it.
He would destroy universes. That's what happens when he gets that power is WarioWare, and WarioWare is a sex thing for him.
Oh yeah, it's a whole universe reimagined as a sex thing for Wario.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate that Waluigi's not on the list. I mean, not that.
I mean,
he
it's
ranks
unfortunate that he's
super
not in the
different.
game.
Yeah.
No,
It is
I think
unfortunate
we're
that he's
right.
not in the game.
That's
This stream-
awful. Why?
This
No
stream
one knows.
could probably go a little longer. Let's do all 161 assist trophies. Don't worry, several of them are children. That we'll skip through them.
Yeah.
But that does give us things like Guile.
Oh God.
I think what we've seen here is that we need to apply this system to other fighting games. I need to know, and then I need to take our S tiers of that we get from those lists, and we need to have like a master list.
Like a
It
bracket.
very well may be that we get to Soul Calibur and everybody there is S tier, and that's
I
fine.
mean, God, Soul Calibur is just wild.
Yeah, it's like, who's not horny on that? Siegfried, but Nightmare is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
that's
like, who's the
definitely the read.
least horny person in here? And it's
Rock.
Rock. Sure.
Yeah. No, I'm an expert on Soul Calibur is my jam.
Sure.
Rock is the least horny person in Soul Calibur.
The least horny person is, of course, Voldo.
No, Voldo would be the only person in any fighting AI I could think of that I would put up as a contender to Bowser.
We will get to that. Hopefully the viewers out there enjoyed this, and this is useful information to you. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Please, since you're here, consider heading over to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and signing up to support us. That helps us make art like this and also worthy art. But we need both in this world. So please check that out. Before we go, I want to once again run down the list of my good friends who came here to lend their expertise to this very important project. Starting again with Megan Bob. Megan, if people enjoyed you, where can they find you?
They can find me at patreon.com/hardchoices, but they can also find me wherever they get their podcasts. Hard Choices is available. And nowhere else because the internet hates adult content. So I cannot advertise my shit anywhere really unless I use very coded language, and I'm too lazy to do that. But
Sad.
I know. Go over to the Patreon, and soon there will be, like, just do the free subscribe if you want to, and there will be a public episode dropping of the thing that's normally behind the paywall. That's with James, Annie Creighton, and myself talking about nightmarish sex toys. True horrors.
And this is to give people an idea. They went on to like Wish and Temu, and these are just the sex toys that, you know, psychic debris produced. No human designed these. There's absolutely no way.
Absolutely not. But humans carefully, lovingly designed the videos to advertise these products for you.
Artful.
That I was like, I want to be like filmed this way. This is beautiful. And then the Comic Book Weirdos episode of Hard Choices is dropping tonight. I'm going to post that after this.
I'm really excited about that.
That's going to be
it's
going to be great.
It's fucking great.
And Jeff?
Well, we're the System Mastery Podcast. You can find us at systemmasterypodcast.com. We also are System Mastery on various socials, not Twitter anymore, but definitely Blue Sky, wherever else you happen to look. And you know what we do. We review old role-playing games and we make fun of them for the most part. And then I'll just toss it over to John to tell you all about our fine Dungeon Meister line of products.
We have a line of products, and they're fine. And they're called Dungeon Meister. I'll just rearrange the things you said and do a different order. You can go ahead and get any of those. Love that. Bunch of stuff for role-playing related books. And, of course, you can find me on socials at Gurgle Spasm, spelled exactly like it sounds.
That's beautiful.
It's
a good name.
Beautiful. Thank you
How
all.
horny is that name?
Hey, Gurgle Spasm S tier,
viewers.
horny name.
You all out there have been beautiful for us. I can't thank you enough for spending time with us. And now you have the answer to a very important question. Good night.